Good morning, Spanish Fork. You're here for the Fiesta Days Parade. I'm Bryce Walker, and alongside me is
Natasha Lockhart.
It's good to have you here with me, Natasha. Hopefully you're not going to miss Dana Robinson. I'm filling in, so I don't have his pipes, but we'll just try to do our best.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine, although we do miss you, Dana. But
yes, we should do that right off the bat. Shout out to Dana. He's done this for years. He did this for me for many years.
But we'll transition and do the best that we can, right?
Absolutely.
Going to have a great time this morning. Looking forward to a beautiful day here on the 24th.
It is a beautiful day so far. We're worried about the heat, but right now it's great.
And I can smell the aroma of some of that food already.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, we're positioned right across the street from the vendors, across from the library, in front of the City Hall. And City Center, I guess they technically call it. And the aroma is wafting into our little broadcast booth here.
Yes, so as soon as we finish up, I'm sure that we can take a walk across the street, take advantage of some of that delicious food as it is wrapping up Fiesta Days. Last day to take advantage of some of that delicious
That's right,
food.
So take advantage of it, folks. Come on down, support the vendors, and enjoy yourselves today. There's a lot of stuff going on today.
Indeed, yes, and the vendors have been cooking for me all week, so I'll be sad to see them go.
Well, I think you ought to promote some of them then. What have you liked so far?
Oh, yes. I love the Hawaiian plates. We've had some of the Hawaiian plates. We've had some of the tri-tip, some of those sandwiches.
Tri-tip? Ooh, that
tri-tip
sounds good.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, some of Pepe's Grill.
I love that name, Pepe's Grill. So what do you get from Pepe's Grill?
Just the street tacos, just what they're famous for.
Awesome. Speaking of street tacos, we're getting a shot here of everyone lined up on the street. They don't know it, but they're famous. They should be waving at the camera and saying, "Hi, Mom."
Too bad that we don't have Pete on the street.
Yeah, so I found out about that. So in case you guys don't know at home, Pete Hansen is the supervisor of Spanish Fork 17, Spanish Fork Channel 17. And I just found out today that one of his nicknames is Pete on the Street. So Pete, he's probably back at Broadcast Central. We give a shout out to you. And maybe we'll see him later today. We'll throw a camera on him so he can introduce himself to everybody.
We may have Pete in the seat.
Ah, that's good.
We can put him in the seat and maybe have him answer some questions for us. You know, last week I had the opportunity to have some folks that helped put together Fiesta Days and organize Fiesta Days in studio to interview some of them, and also some of those that have been coming to Fiesta Days for years and have been putting out their seats along the parade route and making that a tradition. So that's been kind of fun. So I've been scoping them out to see if maybe we can
Have you seen them here yet?
Yeah, a few of them.
I think you ought to shout out some names.
So the Shepherd family.
Yes.
Hello, Shepherd family.
So where are they?
They're across the way over there. So they put out their blankets early and kind of line out their seats and take advantage of that.
I know them. I'll do a shout out for them.
Yes. Well, that's the reason I ended up here.
Exactly.
Because
I wasn't going to go there.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
And that's okay. I love to be here.
Yeah. Well, boy, we sure loved having you. In case you guys don't know, Natasha, I guess you're from the Nephi area because that's where you're on the radio station there. So I don't know how many years ago. We don't want to go there.
Yes, let's not go there.
But a few years ago, we found out that Natasha was in the Spanish Fork area. We were auditioning people to be anchors and hosts and things for our TV shows. And we found out that she had been the star of Kickin' Country there, the radio station that a lot of people in Spanish Fork listen to. So we were really lucky to find you and have you, and you've been great for us for many years.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, that was a number of years ago, and here I am.
But you haven't changed a bit.
Thank you.
Let me ask you about that a little bit, just for the fun of it. So you're doing Studio Chatter right now with Spanish Fork 17, right? So what's that show about?
So it's a round table program with a couple of other ladies, and we just chatter. We chatter about a number of different topics, things that are in the news, food topics, fashion topics, things that are going on in Spanish Fork. We try to keep it local centric, so businesses, boutiques, all those types of things. So
excellent.
Lots of fun. We have probably too much fun.
A guy like me would really enjoy, right?
You may.
I'm not trying to be sarcastic.
I force the hubby to watch it sometimes, so
that's fun.
You never know.
That's awesome. So you're probably better than The View. I'm sure your ratings are way above that.
Definitely.
I'm wondering if NBC is calling and saying, can we get Studio Chatter?
If not now, soon.
Yes, but we're not going to let it go from Spanish Fork. Why don't we do a quick rundown on some of the things that you can do in Spanish Fork today? How's
Okay,
that?
we can do
I
that.
was thinking that might be a good thing to do. Oh, and in case you're wondering at home, we're not just filling for the fun of it. You know, the parade starts at 9, but they don't get to our location for probably another 5 or 10 minutes. So throw out something that you're interested in doing today.
Beyond food.
Sure.
Well, I know the quilt show is already going on, and then of course the carnival will start after we wrap up here, and then the craft fair behind us.
Can I stop for 1 second
You
on the
bet.
carnival?
Yes.
What is that new ride called? Is it Freak Out or something? What's that called? Is it Freak Out? I think it is.
I also known as the. Well, yeah, we'll just call it. We'll just call it the freak out. But yes, oh my word, yes, it looks like it just
But you haven't been on
throws
it.
you. Can
Can I double dare you right here on TV, live TV?
No.
We'll get some
wouldn't
call-ins. Everyone that wants Natasha to ride the Freak Out. Anyway, that is an amazing looking ride. It looks like it belongs in Lagoon.
Yes, I mean it's a nonstop line. When we were over here the other night, it looks like people are just going crazy on the freak out.
There you go. So last day of the carnival, make sure you enjoy that. And then you were saying what, the craft fair?
The craft fair. So right here behind us in some of the tents, take advantage of the craft fair. Lots of crafters selling their goods and many things to purchase.
And I heard someone say, I think it was yesterday, they've actually visited the craft fair twice. So it must be a draw. I have not yet, but apparently there's a lot of things to look at.
Yes. So lots of things. And then that's a wrap today too. So if you have been here before and you have your eye on something, today is the last day.
Apologize for some of the wind noise you might be hearing, but we actually like the breeze. So if you're hearing some wind rustling through the
Not
microphone.
going to complain about the breeze today.
You can complain about the audio, but we like it. Hey, we have our Fiesta Days vice chairman here.
Hi there.
Well, they got away before we actually noticed them on TV, but we appreciate them being here. There's been a lot of work. I mean, so I helped with the TV channel for a bunch of years. Pete Hansen's running it now. And you really start to realize how much goes on with Fiesta Days when you see all the events that are happening. And just to make this parade happen, well, you've been in touch with everybody involved with the parade. Was it 104, 106 entries or something like that?
Just over 100.
Yeah.
It's very impressive to me how they organize the committees. How there's always a current, an outgoing,
Right.
and an incoming.
Yeah.
I think that is just
It
awesome.
is. It is
that's,
brilliant.
That's the way to get it done. So nobody ever has to question what's going on.
But we do thank everybody involved in organizing it, and the parade committee. They've done a lot of work.
Indeed, they have.
Okay, so now do they still have Spanish Fork's Got Talent, the final, or did that already happen?
So the finals already happened.
Okay, so you'll be able to watch that on this channel. But
Yeah,
okay.
so there was an amazing fiddler, and I wish that I could
Oh.
remember his name, but he did an amazing rendition of the Orange Blossom Special, and we got to see just the finals of that the other night when we were eating again.
You did a lot of eating, it
Yes,
sounds like.
yeah.
Okay, well,
So that was very cool, but there is going to be some more entertainment in the park today, and Spanish Fork definitely has a lot of talent, so definitely come by for the entertainment.
yeah, you might enjoy that. That's behind the library. And yeah, they'd have, what, about 45 minutes per act, and they'll have probably 6 or 7 acts. So it's a
Yes.
good time. You come down, as Natasha would say, for the food, and also enjoy the entertainment. And then what we have tonight, the rodeo and the fireworks. Last night of the rodeo, I'm sure it's sold out.
It is sold out.
It's always sold out.
I just for fun, I got on citytix.com or sfcitytix.com just to look and see how many seats may even be left, and there were very, very sporadic single seats. And I'm
Huh.
well, like 4.
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
not joking. And
Right.
and I'm sure that they're already gone. So yes, a sold out show tonight, and then that fireworks spectacular. And there's a little pre-show leading up to that. There's a pre-fireworks concert.
Oh, that's great.
So some music and some fireworks and a rodeo, just a
And so the concert's down at the sports park where the fireworks are, right? Okay,
Correct.
Good.
Yep.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I just noticed here they also have the traditional Adopt a Duck. I'm pretty sure that's again with the fire department. And they drop off the ducks at Main Street Bridge. I'm sure you can still get a duck. And that'll be at 2 p.m. today.
to race your duck.
Yes. It's really kind of fun to see, though. And it's also for a good cause. It looks like we've also got the Little Mermaid. I wonder if that's the last day for the Little Mermaid. I think
No,
oh
no,
no, there
it's
we
not.
go. Okay,
No,
it does continue on.
So the fun thing about
Oh, that's the one thing that does continue on. That's good.
yes, and I love that about Fiesta Days also, is it runs a full 2 weeks. So you have things pre and post. So we're not done. We're really not done today. I think everything's kind of finalized over this coming weekend.
So I had a young person tell me that they have some family that is in the Little Mermaid, and then they also said they watched the Little Mermaid and they really liked it a lot. So we will promote that. Encourage you to go to that.
Awesome.
Was it the Youth Theater, I think, as they call it? Spanish Fork Youth Theater, I think is what they call that.
I think my family is going to try and see that later on this week, maybe Thursday or Friday.
I think I will too.
I'll see you there then.
Okay. Quilt show at the John Hughes Pioneer Park. Yeah, this is a very impressive display. We have gotten photos of it before for Spanish Fork 17. And it's very amazing to see how many ladies have put their art and talent work into doing quilts. You'll probably have around 50 quilts over there. Are you a quilter?
I am not. That is
not either.
sadly that's one of the talents that I missed me.
You know what? Then you are the one who would want to go look at a quilt and then just, end up buying one because
yes,
someone needs to make them and someone needs to buy them.
I can barely do a hook crochet, let alone one of those lovely quilt tables and all of the intricate work and design that goes into those.
I can't do that, but I can bait a hook. I've had to bait hooks for young people, and that's all you do when you go out with family.
Hey,
or
that's
scouts.
talent too.
Yeah, you just bait hooks. And then they've got the DUP, the Daughters Utah Pioneer Museum Tours. So you said something about Pete on the street earlier.
Uh-oh. Now he's in the hot seat. Pete in the hot seat.
We're gonna try to get a shot of Pete here.
Man,
let's make some room for you, buddy.
It's a long bike ride all the way down from the Days of 47 parade. Let me tell you.
The Days of 47.
Oh.
Hey, you traitor! What were you doing down
I
there?
was an entry on my bike. I was riding along with all
yeah, you are an
everybody.
entry.
Okay, that's not really true. But
All
it was
right.
fun.
I
was down the station. I listened to you talk about what we're doing here.
Didn't you have anything better to do?
Well, I was either come here and be with you now or stay there, and so I figured I may as well come here and be with you for a few moments because we are filling time right now, aren't we?
Yes, we are. So this is Pete Hansen. He's the supervisor of Spanish Fork 17, and he's got his mic. So go ahead and say whatever you want. The mic is yours.
Well, I'm going to just talk with you. I'm not. I'm not here to make any kind of a statement. No,
someone cut his mic.
Events,
cut his
right?
mic.
You talking about the events?
We are
yeah, we
talking
did.
about the
this
events.
Is amazing. I mean, the schedule.
Hey, there's Eric Melander, photo
hey,
guru.
Eric, how are you? This schedule that they put together is just amazing. Every year they put so much work into it. I was thinking this morning that we've been preparing for this moment for like the past month. Really, I mean, we talk about it, we plan for it, we get people here. It's it's an early day for us and an early start. But these guys have been working on this thing for a year.
Oh yeah.
For Fiesta Days, and that's just amazing.
Well, I've been following some of your posts on Instagram and some of the things that you've been following or filming rather, and you've been putting in some really long days and
you can call them that, yeah.
Yeah, but it seems like
when you text me at about 11 o'clock at night, I know you're still working.
Well, I just got home last night from the concert in the park.
Right.
The Broadway show last night, and so yeah, we're here all the time.
But it seems you've had some really amazing moments that you've really enjoyed filming. Are there some moments that you've just said, wow? I mean, just I guess the highlights, for you of Fiesta
Days
really
so far.
We really enjoy
the music. The concerts that go on here, and there's so much talent around the area that comes and performs at Fiesta Days that we really enjoy that. So the big street dance a few nights ago, Fire at Will, that was awesome. We had Jersey Shore at the car show. I mean, there's all kinds of great bands. Tonight will be Johnny K at the fireworks show. We enjoy that.
I was wondering who it was.
The
Okay.
Speed of Sound is what they're called, the Speed of Sound. But great entertainment. And as much as I really am a disliker of parades.
Oh, don't admit that on the air.
From a television perspective, parades are just bad TV.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
Because it's out of order, it's slow, it's fast, it's really hard to produce. But the feeling of this parade is really hometown. I mean, it's really right there. I joke about the Days of 47. I was not really there. But that's just, it's very corporate, very big city. this is hometown.
Yeah.
This is hometown, and I enjoy this.
Yeah, you usually know the businesses, the royalty, the bands, the teams. You usually know them.
Oh yeah, and all those on the horses.
Even though we're
coming
really
down
growing.
from the riding club, we
Right.
know them all, and we work with them all the time.
Yep.
The city council comes through, and the mayor, and we know them. I mean, they're just friends of ours.
Right,
And
right.
not just because of our position, within the city, but because of the position in the community. It's just a really easy town to get to know.
You're right, and that's one of the good things about Spanish Fork is we've been able to, and I really credit all the city founders, the city council. We've been able to increase the tax base. We've been building up the Canyon Creek Shopping Center, all that kind of stuff, but we've still maintained that hometown feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're growing. We're growing fast. Maybe too fast for some people, but it's what's supporting the city.
Yeah.
And that tax base coming in over there, I'm the wrong guy to talk about economic development, but it's just amazing for the city. It's all good stuff coming, all good stuff.
Well, I do love the theme this year. We are Spanish Fork.
It makes you
Very,
want to get up and
yes,
cheer, doesn't it?
very,
Where's Stacy
very
Beck? She can lead us in
appropriate.
a cheer right now.
We love Stacy.
Yes, indeed. So you've been talking about some shows, I think, haven't you? Or
Yes.
have you
Now,
talked about some of our programs?
exactly. While we've got you here, we probably still got 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, we've got a good 5 minutes at least.
What
You can
shows
hear-
do you
can hear
want
the
people to
fire engines
watch?
Coming down the street.
Yeah.
They're still a little ways away.
Yeah. So you told me you had a new Goose in the Wild show.
Yeah, we have a brand new Goose in the Wild show it's all about roundabouts.
Well, that's
And if
important.
You know, here in town,
Roundabouts.
There's a few roundabouts being built in here, and Goose and Robbie have a great time going around some roundabouts.
I have to tell you, they could talk about dirt, and it would be fun. They could.
So true. So
Yeah.
true. But that's awesome. It's, again, premiering this past Friday. It's going to play constantly for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, and we did not mention, not only can you watch that on YouTube, but you can watch this parade live on YouTube. I'm
That's
sorry,
right.
I was going to mention
That's
that. So tell us how you get to the
So you
YouTube
can get
channel to watch
YouTube.
this
So
live.
if you have family who are not here right now that might want to watch this parade, and we have actually some of the pre-parade coming in right now, they can go to youtube.com/SpanishFork17 and click on the live parade.
Perfect. We have a motorcycle ballet going on here.
This always means that the parade is almost here. They're
Excellent.
kind of clearing the street. They're showing off some antics. As I was riding my bike back to the station, they were practicing in the Spanish Fork parking lot.
Oh, really?
I didn't see a single accident.
So I get the impression this is the Utah County Sheriff's Office motorcycles. I saw Orem, I saw Utah County Sheriff. I was trying to figure out who these guys are, to be honest with you.
Sometimes it's a combination of UHP too, but
It
does
might
look-
be.
It does look like they're all the same uniform.
But they do know what they're doing. I guarantee you this is not their first parade. In Spanish Fork, we'd say something different. It's not their first rodeo.
We certainly hope.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What Spanish Fork Fiesta Days events can you watch on Spanish Fork 17?
Boy, we have not been able to do all we have done in the past just because of time and schedule and staffing.
Right.
But all the major things we've covered. We've covered, all the children's parade. We were here Saturday for the children's events in the park. All the big concerts. We've done some things at the sports park. The flag retirement, always a favorite of ours.
Yes.
And then also
That one's meaningful.
I'm trying to think of what else we've done recently, but all the concerts. There are a lot of fun things, and it's time to start a parade.
Here we go, folks.
Just
Hey,
Say,
get ready,
here
folks.
come the
Put your
colors.
seatbelts on.
Thanks
Well,
so
thanks
much.
for joining us, Pete. Okay, that was Pete Hansen, supervisor of Spanish Fork 17. Technically, he's our boss, so we have to tell him that we love him.
And we do.
Pete in the seat. Okay, so folks, what you're looking at here, looks like we've got the American Legion coming down the road with their flags and their horses. Appreciate what they do. That's a huge organization, a huge veterans organization, and I think we should stand up for the flag too, shouldn't we?
Yes, we should.
As the flag goes by. Hello, Steve Wilson. We appreciate the American Legion, what they do to support our vets. we're doing some interviews now and then on Spanish Fork 17 with some of our veterans. And, of course, as you know, if you know a veteran that's from World War II, I think we can sit down now.
Okay.
We're starting to lose, well, we've almost lost our World War II vets. And so if you know any, show them some love.
Yes.
And we'll be moving on to our Vietnam vets and others, but appreciate the American Legion.
And some of these fifth graders.
Oh, that's a Liberty Bell. I didn't notice that. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It is. No, you're fine. Some of these fifth graders that participated in the first ever Walk for Life event in May that the American Legion sponsored. This event allowed them an opportunity to hear from veterans serving in different wars throughout the past 80 years. It instilled patriotism and taught them that our freedoms come at a cost.
It's good to have the fifth graders involved. I know on Veterans Day they would try hard to go around to the American Legion, and others would try to go around and talk about what the veterans have done and what they did in serving our country, getting the youth involved. All right, let's see. What do we have? Is this our mayor?
It is the mayor.
That's our mayor, Steve Leifson. And I imagine his wife. I'm just trying to make sure we don't have his, it's said that maybe Chad Argyle will be there, but that's coming later.
I think each one of them are coming independently.
Okay.
So the mayor and his wife coming into view.
Steve Leifson. He was a city councilman. Now he's a great mayor. That arm's going to get tired.
I don't think he minds.
You can watch him on City Council. They do live City Council broadcasts on Spanish Fork 17. He's the one that'll referee those meetings. And we've got...
This is Councilwoman Stacy Beck.
Right, that's Stacy Beck.
One of my co-anchors.
Oh, that's right. She's on.
She's
on
The
Studio
Chatter.
I'm sorry, The View. Isn't that funny? She's on The View. Well, let's see if she'll wave to you then, Natasha.
Oh yeah, she better blow me a kiss. We do love our Stacy.
And then next, it looks like we have Mike Mendenhall. So again, these are our city councilmen, councilwomen, councilpersons.
Yes.
And by the way, I think it's great that Stacy's on the city council. She has a lot of business know-how too. So Mike Mendenhall, and he's polling and that's his wife and children, by the way, and he's polling the Spanish Fork Mustang League Dodgers. We'll try to keep up with the announcing here. We're just getting the hang of this. We don't want them to go out of view before we've talked about them. It said that they were the UBBA state champs. So good job, Dodgers.
Very cool.
Okay, so let's get ahead of the game here. So we see Councilman Keir Scobes coming now. And I think Keir Scobes has been on the council for quite a while. I don't know exactly what to guess on that, but I'm going to say for more than 8 years. He's one of our veteran city councilmen.
I think you're correct.
And he's also a veteran.
Indeed he is, and a school teacher.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, school teacher. And I know that he does intel work. He'll be one of the guys that spots where the problems are in the world and says, yeah, we better go take action. Troops kind of get sent to places where Keir Scobes has pointed out. That's my understanding. Yeah, yeah, he's waving at me.
Waving to the camera. Love it.
We have nicknames. I call him the General. Okay, Brandon Gordon.
And Brandon, Mr. Well, I don't know if I can call him this, but
I
I'll
want to
call
hear
him
it now.
Mr. Donuts.
Oh, of course, yeah, the Cowboy Donuts.
Cowboy Donuts.
That's right.
He's my new best friend too. I spend far too much time.
You know, that surprised me. So I
Cowboy
went in there. It's
Donuts.
not too far from where I live. So I went in there and I kind of looked back at the chef and I go, I know that guy.
Oh yes, he's right in there.
He's a cowboy.
With the doubt, indeed he is.
He's done a lot of things on camera for us, so we appreciate him. And now coming into view is Chad Argyle. He's a little bit newer to the city council, I believe, but knows his way around Spanish Fork as well, or probably better than a lot of people. So Chad Argyle and his wife. Let's see if we can get a wave over here.
All in these big trucks today.
Appreciate that shot from the bucket cam, I guess we'll call it, up in a bucket truck. And I don't know how high. I'm going to say about 30 feet up there.
Yikes.
I think that's McKinley on the camera up there. Maybe while I got a half a second here, I'll just give a shout out to our crew. So we have on cameras Amber Peterson, McKinley Johnson, Spencer McKay, Benson McKay, and let's see, I got that right. And then as our director, it's Travis Bourne.
Hard at work. Thanks, crew.
Now there's a classic fire truck if there ever was one. It's an engine, a fire engine. I remember hearing something about it, Natasha, but I can't remember what it was. Something like the 1920s, one of Spanish Fork's first fire engines. You can see it over the fire department. And then we have more fire engines and emergency vehicles. If you don't know about it, folks, there's an opportunity every year, and I'm going to say it's right around the 1st of June, when you can try to compete with the fire engine sirens. No, that's what we're trying to do. Where you can go to the fire station and see, oh, that's a good idea. I was just told maybe I could turn down the fire engine sirens on the mic out there. So you get to see what the fire engines look like. You can see what they wear, the firemen. Great fire department we have. I don't remember that Hummer vehicle that just passed us. Huh. But they keep their emergency vehicles in a great state of readiness. Got Salem coming by as well. Yeah, they're promoting the Adopt a Duck. They call it the Spanish Fork Fire Department Annual Duck Race.
Chance to win some cash with those little ducks.
These guys have had a busy summer. We really appreciate our fire department. Most of them are volunteer. I can't remember what the number is, but almost all of them are volunteer. There's like 3 that are full-time.
Wow.
We really do appreciate them, and they've been busy with, of course, fireworks and fires. And they, you know what, another thing I should do is just kind of an appreciation for them, is they go out on so many calls, and a lot of them are not important calls, and they don't know that till they get there. Someone's fire detectors just malfunctioned, but they still got up, whatever time of day or night, and they went to the house to find out what's going on. And I honestly have no idea if anyone at home can actually hear us.
All kinds
And of course our, yeah, go ahead.
oh no, just all kinds of emergency.
Right. Yeah, we had an ambulance go by too, and we have a lot of EMTs, a lot of emergency responders. They're always training. This is the Utah County Fire Department. That's another thing, is you'll hear that a lot of agency assists go on. Spanish Fork doesn't just serve Spanish Fork. They'll go out and help someone in, you know, Lakeshore. Utah County will say we need somebody up Provo Canyon. So they respond all over the place. And these guys have got squirt guns and things.
They've got the hose spraying people off. Hopefully we're safe.
Yeah, we haven't always been. But I try to wave them off so they won't shoot the cameras.
Yes, not the cameras. No, no, no.
When I was a kid, I just loved these big trucks. I had to have Tonka truck fire engines and things like that. You can see the kids here.
Does it change, really? I think you probably still do.
That's probably true.
All right.
Don't tell anyone, but I still break out my Tonka trucks.
Grand Marshal right here, Leonard and Lola Ellis, both are lifelong residents of Spanish Fork. They met while they were going to Spanish Fork High School. They've worked, volunteered, and raised their family in Spanish Fork. They've served 2 missions for their church, one in Tokyo and one in London. They've been to very many beautiful places, but think that their view right here in Spanish Fork and the wonderful mountains is their very favorite place to be.
Good for them. And we even got away from, now this says Mayor's, oh, I guess we've got the Spirit Award, which we missed. Maybe we can still try to get a camera on the Mark McKell truck, but the one that just is going past us now is the Mark McKell with his Pioneer Spirit Award. He's 98. Well, actually, I think he's 99, isn't he? He's turning 99.
That's so awesome.
He is
almost 99.
Okay, now, whatever the Mayor's Choice is. I'm not sure what that meant.
The Mayor's Choice Award The lovely ladies
Oh,
of
okay.
Spanish Fork. Miss Spanish Fork, Dejana Talbot, the daughter of Vernon and Raishelene Talbot. First attendant, Jill McConnell, daughter of Carrie and Andrea McConnell. And second attendant, Marley Tanner, daughter of Steve and Lorianne Tanner. I feel like a proud mom. This is my This is my bragging moment. Hello,
Now, what's your
lovely
association
ladies.
with the Miss Spanish Fork pageant?
I am the director this year.
Oh, I guess that was the right opportunity to have you say something about it. I didn't know that.
Indeed it was.
Okay, we've got the Girl Scouts of Utah. This says the Children Parade winners. So I guess they won the Children's Parade. They're marching now because they're the winners, and they're from the Nebo Shadows District. The girls are participating from Spanish Fork, Springville, Mapleton, and Payson, and even 2 girls from Texas. So
Way
we
to
welcome
go,
them.
girls. I like the Samoas and the Thin Mints, if it matters.
Exactly.
If it matters.
That's right. I forgot about that. My wife loves the Girl Scouts Thin Mints. Got my buddy Russell Durchie coming over here. He says he'd come in and say a few words. Is that right, Russell? Come in and say a few words.
Entry number 9 is Central Bank. At their prime for over a century, Central Bank has been a part of Utah Valley's growth and development through the years. That's a beautiful little float.
That's a giraffe.
Yes, it is. Central Bank is ready to help you on your voyage to success. Opportunity Bank's here.
Some employees and families there. Well, that's a fun VW there. So is that it says Provo Beach?
Provo Beach
okay.
Resort.
It says it's located at the shops at Riverwoods in Provo, and it's
Yes.
the Utah Premier Family Fun Center. I've been there.
Yes, go ride the wave. Have you ever done that at
Yeah,
Provo Beach
I guess
Resort?
here they call it the Flow Rider. I didn't know that's what it was called. The Flow Rider is an indoor wave machine.
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, we encourage you to go see The Little Mermaid, Spanish Forks Community Youth Theater. You've got like about 4 more opportunities. Triton, King Triton. Oh,
The
that was
whole
a great
cast
shot.
there.
Got a good shot of him there. That was great.
Some great music. A timeless classic.
So is this some more of the youth theater? Oh, this is
Yes,
the rest
this
of the
is
cast.
the whole cast.
And look
yes.
at that float. They've actually
Ursula,
they brought a set piece with them, it looks like.
Ariel.
I love the song Under the Sea. That's one of my favorite songs. You probably like Kiss the Girl.
I like that one. I do.
Let's see.
Part of your world.
Yeah, that's a common one. A lot of girls like to sing that song. Well, they sure look good in their outfits there. Okay, who is this? Miss Inspiration. All right. Let's see. Do you want to do this one for
We
me?
can do this one, yes. Spanish Fork's own Tiara Cowan and her attendants. Every March, Turn Community Service sponsors the Miss Inspiration Pageant. The Miss Inspiration Pageant honors and celebrates the lives of women with disabilities who inspire others while facing significant life challenges.
Well, that's great.
That's super cool.
I'd like to give you the royalty because you obviously know royalty. How about the next one, too?
Okay, let's see. Who's this one?
Provo
Oh, Provo City.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see, on the float is a depiction of the Statue of Liberty. Liberty and responsibility equals freedom. The Provo City royalty is Laken Hemsley. She's a senior majoring in dental hygiene. Her first attendant is Cassify Waston. She is a freshman at UVU majoring in dance. And her second attendant is Arlene Pasquale. She is a sophomore at UVU majoring in social work.
That's great.
I know a few of those girls.
And now we have representation from Mike McKell. We have Francis Gibbon, a state representative, joining Mike McKell, and Senator Deidre Henderson. And they're both representing Spanish Fork in the Utah House of Representatives. Mike has served in the legislature for the past 5 years. Mike is a conservative Republican who has fought on Capitol Hill to effectively represent Spanish Fork, Salem, Woodland Hills, Lakeshore, and Benjamin. He's a 6th-generation McKell from Spanish Fork and is proud to call Spanish Fork home. So we welcome Deidre Henderson and Mike McKell. And there he is. It looks like he's got candies thrown out. That's a smart political move.
He's on foot today.
Yeah.
Getting his exercise, so he's getting all of his steps in. He's passing out the candy. He's got a few other representatives with him. Yes, I think he's
still got a good throwing arm.
covered all of his bases.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Who's in this Ram truck coming up
So I believe this is a lot of rodeo representation
okay.
coming up on us because we have the Fiesta Days Rodeo Royalty. I think that's going to be amongst them, but we have some Dodge Ram Rodeo Series trucks.
here? Yes, we do.
You see inside that arena
Appreciate
every
their
night.
sponsorship.
Indeed.
And then there's the flags that they take around with the various sponsors.
I get really excited inside that arena when they, when they use their big, bold rodeo voices,
Yes.
PRCA rodeo action. Just
Yes.
something about that.
Doug Smith, a sponsor as well. And I guess it's the rodeo royalty that actually take those flags around, don't they? Hey, we just got a Tootsie Roll.
I think it's
I
part
knew there
of
was
the
a perk to being an announcer.
part of the rodeo royalty, and then some of those beautiful flag girls. But let's talk about the rodeo royalty.
Okay.
The queen this year is Autumn Patterson. She's a current student at Westminster College. Her first attendant is Janie Christiansen, has her advanced EMY certification. And the second attendant is Nicole Ivy, and she has her EMT certification.
Congratulations, ladies. Very skilled, educated, pretty ladies. And then maybe
Awesome.
the not so pretty Spanish Fork Riding Club following behind. These guys look more like cowboys. We appreciate them. You know, this rodeo has a long tradition in the Spanish Fork Riding Club. There's our city manager, Seth Perrins. I didn't get a chance to see him before he got off camera. Steve Money. But anyway, they have a long tradition. They were the ones that got the rodeo going. They say it started in a barber shop here in town, and Spanish Fork Riding Club got started. They said, let's have a rodeo, and now we're one of the premier rodeos in the in the
Yes,
world.
in the world.
Yeah.
And they do put in a lot of hard work.
I guess I'll read their presidency really quickly. So the president of the Spanish Fork Riding Club is James Gull. Vice president is Chris Swenson. Treasurer is Sean Youd. And the club generously supports student college scholarships. So go ahead and work with these guys and you'll be well served. Okay, we'll give you another turn here.
Okay, this is the Ute Stampede royalty from my hometown.
Oh, that's
From
right.
Nephi. The queen this year is Josie 80. Her first attendant is Heidi Colburn. And the second attendant is Tyler Wall.
I don't think I should do this and put you on the spot.
Oh, you're fine.
How familiar are you with the Ute Stampede royalty? As in, was that something you were involved with back in the day?
I was. I was actually a part of the Ute Stampede royalty. In
Good.
fact, if you go look at Studio Chatter's page, Pete took great, I don't know.
Pains?
Yeah, well, he posted a picture
Okay.
in Natasha's big hair days.
Big hair. Well, now I have to see that.
Yes.
Awesome. I took a good guess. So we're seeing a good display here of ropesmanship. Look at that little guy. He kept it going for a little while. That was impressive.
He's part of the specialty act at the rodeo.
Oh,
I believe
okay.
his dad is the rodeo clown.
Uh-huh.
And
He's the
he helps
specialty
him.
act, huh? Oh, that's
So
fun.
no wonder he's really
Yep.
good. Yeah.
That's not easy to do. And if you see it live, it's really impressive. So you say you did get to the rodeo this year?
Yes, we went on Saturday night. It's a very good show, and hopefully, like we mentioned before, if you don't have your tickets, maybe next year, but
That's true.
hopefully you have
You
your
got to
tickets
get them early.
for
Yep.
tonight.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be some highlights on Spanish Fork 17.
I'm sure.
I haven't talked with Pete Hansen about that, but I'll bet he's going to put some highlights on.
While we have just a second here, I'd like to take this opportunity to give Elaine Hansen a shout out.
Yes.
She is one of the major organizers of the events going on here at Fiesta Days and had to be at the hospital this year for some surgery, so missing out on the parade. Hi, Elaine. Thinking of you.
Yes, just in case she's now home recovering. We love you, Elaine. We know all the work you do. Worked with her many years, and she puts on, I mean, she just does so
She's
much of the
tireless.
coordination of all the
Tireless.
shows. Yes, she is. She even admitted that to me one time. Even from a young age, she would just work herself to exhaustion. That's just her personality. But yeah, you can still see some of her fine work because all of the acts that'll be performing behind the library at the library park today are probably things that she has recruited. And we're not really sure why there's a slowdown, but we'll just keep watching people throw a lasso around here. Maybe we can get them to come in front of us a little closer. We'll let you be a guinea pig and stand out there and have them lasso you.
Jump up and down and see if they can get my ankles.
I'd
That
like
would
to
be
see
fun,
that.
wouldn't it?
Yep.
Not at all.
So I do have to ask you just for the fun of it. You made a teaser here.
Okay.
The photo of you from the Ute Stampede royalty. What were you?
So I was one of the attendants.
You were one of the attendants. Okay, see, I'm impressed.
Horseback riding, not really my forte, but I did participate, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm impressed.
I see some llamas, the Utah Valley Llamas. They're located just south of Spanish Fork on Main Street. The llama farm is open to the public daily, and the llamas are available to rent for your picnic or party. Huh. Who knew?
I didn't know that.
You can schedule a hiking trip into the mountains, and these wonderful pack animals will carry all of your camping gear. Llamas are great pets, guard animals, and are sheared yearly for their wool.
So, of course, I think of the Krishna Temple when I think of the llamas, and it did say south of Spanish Fork. I got to think there's some association.
I would venture to guess the same.
But I'm going to have to check that out.
I'm going to
Valley
rent them
Llamas.
for my picnic or my party.
I think you should.
That sounds like fun.
That sounds great. And then let's see. Now we have, is this the Legacy House that's coming into view here? Or is this?
Well, don't forget the Pooper Scoopers.
Oh yeah. So we should throw a little shout out to them too. They're the Pooper Scoopers from the Crosswinds 2nd Ward. They're the scouts there.
There you go.
Okay, so the Legacy House of Spanish Fork is the premier assisted living in South Utah County. They're actually in my neighborhood. Legacy has been serving our community since 2013 and is the annual sponsor of Spanish Fork's Sunday Night Music in the Park, which was just last night. And is this van, what is this van?
It's still part of, no? Yes.
This is Maple Mountain Home Health and Hospice. Oh,
it's still part of.
You know what? I got that wrong. I apologize. That wasn't Legacy. That was the Maple Mountain Home Health and Hospice. I should have known that because they're the ones that have the iconic fire engine. So we apologize for that. Maple Mountain. Maple Creek. I'm sorry. Maple Mountain's the high school. Maple Creek Home Health and Hospice.
Well, we'll blame our notes. Our notes are wrong.
Yeah, the notes were wrong, but they are both great, great contributors to our society, our community. We definitely need help with the senior citizens as you age. You need some support, and that's where Maple Creek Home Health and Hospice and Legacy come in. So now we got a grandma rock in here. What is this? Oh, this is Legacy House. Okay. So we already talked about Legacy House, and for some reason,
maybe they're partnering somehow.
they could be. It would actually make sense in a lot of ways. So Grandma Rocks, it says there, and that's representing the Legacy House because that's what they do every day at Legacy House. They rock and roll. Bingo is for old people. Legacy House has rockers. And they are rocking.
And I do believe this is Bank of American Fork. And Bank of American Fork, they believe banking is personal. When you work with us, you get local people anxious to get to know you and help you with specific needs. You can help plan your future. You don't get that at just any bank. Come in and talk to us. They're a member of FDIC.
It's good to have them. I'm originally from that area, and I remember the Bank of American Fork quite well because I had a bank account there when I was in high school. Okay, this says a Skyline X. Oh, that's still the Bank of American Fork. My apologies. That's their float. So we just saw the truck go by, and there's their beautiful float.
I'm trying to figure out what
I know.
it is.
I was trying to get it to be a Little Mermaid float, but it's some kind of fantasy float.
Is it an octopus?
Uh-huh. So an octopus with a treasure chest. I'm sure that's what my bank account looks like there. Oh, how I wish.
Oh, that's a neat float.
That is pretty fun. They had a yellow submarine, but I didn't point it out in time. All right, now we've got the Skyline X. It's a local youth shotgun shooting team. How about that? Teaching kids early. They shoot trap, skeet, and sporting clays. They practice at the Spanish Fork and Provo gun clubs. Of course they do. They have 35 kids on their team, ranging from 10 to 24 and all skill levels. If you want to learn more about this fun team, you can check them out on Facebook. Contact their head coach, Jenny Taylor McCowan. They should be on Shooting Straight.
They should be. Maybe they have been.
Maybe they have been. Especially with their coach being Jenny. That's intriguing.
Well, and nothing says we are Spanish Fork like Spanish Fork High School. It is their Spanish Fork Student Council, and they have been busy at work planning events such as homecoming and their annual charity fundraiser, Homeless for a Night. Last year, the students at Spanish Fork High School raised $15,000 for Make-A-Wish Utah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's amazing. This year's council is led by student body president Kennedy Frame, and they are looking forward to welcoming incoming sophomores as well as juniors and seniors back to school next month. Ultimately, they love Spanish Fork and being a part of this amazing community. Go Dons.
That's right. Go Dons. Yeah, the football season's coming up soon.
Don't say it. That's another thing about Fiesta Day is when this is over, it can only mean one thing.
That means the school year's coming. That's so true. But I'm sure that Spanish Fork 17 will carry a few football games.
Indeed they will.
So it looks like we've got the Las Chalitas coming up. That's the Spanish Fork drill team. And they are coached by Rachel Shaw, Leslie Swenson, Joni Holmes, and Morgan Harrison. That's why they're so good. They've got 4 coaches. The head captain is Maddie Bennett, and the co-captains are Belle Gordon, Cameron Oldham, Miley Baum, and Avery Higginson. And I recognize some of those last names. Those are Spanish Fork last names. Can you still kick that high?
Depends on the day.
I'm sure
and maybe some icy hot.
I'm sure picking on you a lot.
Yes, you are. Leave me alone. That's okay.
Okay, it says that they are a drill team that strives for perfection, and they love to support their school and community. You know, it wasn't just maybe, I don't know, a couple of years ago that Spanish Fork did really well, and Spanish Fork 17 did a special on the Spanish Fork drill team. And the Spanish Fork cheerleaders. I'm actually trying to remember what is what. I might be getting my stories mixed up a little bit, but they both do really well. The cheer team and the drill team, they always compete nationally. And I'm sure they've got a lot of first place region and state trophies as well.
You know you're getting old, though, when you start recognizing some of these young ladies and remember them when they were like 5 or toddlers. That's not okay. It's not okay. Speaking of the cheerleaders, the beautiful Spanish Fork High School cheerleaders, they recently took 2nd place at the USA Cheer Nationals in Anaheim, California.
There you go.
Yes. They are led by coaches Taisha Money and Maylin Elliott and are looking forward to a great year. I said it before, and I will say it again. Go Dons.
Excellent. Now, I have to admit, I've heard the cheer in the football field in the stadium there that they say, "We are SF." So it's especially appropriate for them. And they're putting on an act for us. That's, boy, I don't know who pulled the strings to get them to do this, but we'll just watch them for a little while. A routine. Well done, ladies. That was great.
That was awesome.
Now, I'm thinking, and I really don't know how this whole cheer season works, but I'm thinking this is just the very beginning of the cheer season, isn't it?
Yep.
So that routine is probably when they've only practiced for a week or 2.
Wow,
very
that was
impressive.
Awesome. Yes, especially on the asphalt. Yeah,
Yep.
lots of energy, and they've probably been at camp this summer.
Yeah, I'm sure that's true. All right, so who do we have coming into view here?
I would dare say it's the FFA.
Okay, so the Spanish Fork FFA, and they have a strong tradition of agriculture in our community, which is one thing that's great about Spanish Fork. We still have an agricultural community. The chapter has grown to 400 members and has excelled in competitions, agri-science, fair, proficiencies, and leadership. Proud of you folks. I hear a band coming.
No parade would be complete without a band, the Spanish Fork Marching Band. The Dons are led by the Spanish Fork High School drum majors. The band is under the direction of Mr. Clint Roberts. Staff members include Skylar Carter, Tammy Matheson, Tommy Hansen, and Tyler Jolly. Their 2017 parade songs include arrangements of You're a Grand Old Flag, Stars and Stripes, and Hound Dog. This music highlights some of the best patriotic music written for the USA and one of America's rock and roll standards. The band is currently working on their 2017 marching show entitled Conspiracy Theory. They would like to thank the band boosters, parents, Spanish Fork High School faculty, students, and alumni for their continued support.
And there's the flags that go with the band. Appreciate those ladies as well. They're sounding pretty good. And again, early in the season. Okay, so now we have the Spanish Fork High School fast pitch softball team. We are back-to-back state champions. Today they are, and that's very impressive, by the way. I shouldn't just gloss over that. Back-to-back state champions. Today they're wearing state championship rings, showing off their three-peat. Overall record of 30-3. They're Region 8 champions. The coaches are Don Andrews. And Don, by the way, Don Andrews and Natalie Jarvis have been with them forever. Jimmy Andrews. And I'll try to get through as much of the team as I can really fast, I suppose. Here's Fast Speed. Cambry Hazel, Mikkel Stone, Mallory Baber, Horton Bate, Gabby Beckstrom, Brooke Carter, Katie Shoggers, Morgan Scott, Maddie Tracy, and we better move to the next one.
You can't do it quite as fast as their arms.
But we do appreciate
the arms on those ladies
how they
are
represent
awesome.
Spanish Fork. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And the softball Philly League Bengals. Regular city champs, city tournament champs, state champs, and an undefeated season.
Wow.
Coached by Todd Ross and Jeff Cooney. Oh, Bengals.
Boy, that's an impressive team. Undefeated, won everything, every game, every championship. That's hard to be. State champions. Congratulations, ladies. And then upcoming, and looks like it'll be a few seconds here, but I'll go ahead and get a start. This is the contest winners for the baby contest.
Aw, the babies.
That's a fun one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So this says that the novelty award winners are Brady Moss, Remington Fair. Is that how you pronounce that? Or
I think it's Remington Ferry.
Ferry, okay, thank you. Kira Squire and Ellie Clegg. The 0 to 3 months winners, Hunter Wood, Oslin Buchanan. 4 to 6 months, Heston Johnson, Cortland Beck. 7 to 12 months, Calvin Guyman, Maylee Ann Dominguez. 13 to 18 months, Tristan Smith, Emery Isham, or Isham probably. 19 to 24 months, Tavis Martinez and Avery Steele. And the 25 to 36 months, Vander Haskell and Sophia Grassley.
Aw.
And if you
Everyone
can pick
loves
them all
a
out.
baby.
Absolutely.
These names don't get any easier, do they?
No, they're just more and more creative.
And in Maple Mountain High School, their student council, the student council is made up of student body and class officers that represent Maple Mountain High School, the best high school in the history of the universe.
Okay, well, it sounds like it was written by the student council, doesn't it?
I think so.
And then following them are the Maple Mountain High School Elevays. Or is this actually the cheerleaders?
This looks to be the cheerleaders.
I think so. I think the Elevays are actually the drill team.
They swapped positions here.
That's right.
The cheerleaders, they're coached by Taylor.
Let's see, I'm not reading it. Fernandilla?
I think so, and Aubrey Hickson. We'll take it.
Okay. I don't really see the, oh yeah, the Elevays are coming
And the
still.
Elevays are
yeah,
coming
they're
on
coming.
there.
They're on the back of
The Junior Cheer
truck.
Clinic, though, for the cheerleaders, that will be August 9th through the 11th for children ages 3 to 15 years old.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Go Eagles.
So as I recall, they have the regular cheerleaders help out the young girls that want to learn how to cheer, and it's a lot of fun for them.
Those
Oh, and I
senior
shouldn't say
clinics
just
are
girls.
fun.
They might have boys as well. I don't know. I shouldn't specify just girls. Okay, so the Elevays. Their drill team is a competitive dance team at Maple Mountain High. The Elevays are the current Region 8 drill team champions. Congratulations, ladies. They went on to place 3rd at state in the 4A drill team competition. This year's team is looking forward to performing at Maple Mountain athletic events and competing this year. The Elevays are coached by Molly Brenchley, Brandy Giselle, and Marcy Height. And yeah, we will say, won't we, Natasha, that if we slaughtered her name, we apologize.
We try.
Yes.
We try our best.
Well, you know, before you pronounced Dejana, I thought it was Dexana, and that's our own Miss Spanish Fork, so, you know.
Unless you know, you don't know.
No, it's spelled Dexana. Pronounce it again for me,
Dejana.
Dejana. Beautiful name.
Beautiful girl. And the Maple Mountain High School Marching Band.
Oh, is it the Maple Mountain? I'm sorry. This is probably just still part of the Maple Mountain.
Nope. Well.
It says I believe, and who is it?
Well, we've got. It looks like we have FFA in the middle.
Oh, that's what it is. It's the FFA.
Yeah,
okay.
so they've scrunched them all together, and that's. So they didn't have their own entry.
Right, but just like Spanish Fork High School had an FFA club, so does Maple Mountain. And I love the fact that we're keeping agriculture alive.
I love that they have their dog with them.
Okay, now we have the Maple Mountain Marching Band. So we please welcome them to Spanish Fork, the Maple Mountain High School Marching Band playing El Capitan. So we might actually shut up and listen for a little bit. I'll just say this El Capitan is by John Philip Sousa, and the drum majors are Hillary Hurst and Logan Marks.
Next, American Leadership Academy is a K-12 tuition-free public charter school located in Spanish Fork, Utah. Our students participate in programs like dual immersion, leadership training, and concurrent enrollment for more relevant education. They're also encouraged to get involved in clubs, fine arts, and sports for their social and physical well-being. ALA is a school for students who want more than just a diploma. Founded in 2005 and supported by both state and public funding, ALA exists to provide 1,800 students with a challenging, innovative, and result-oriented education based on the belief that parental partnership is critical to student success. Students at ALA learn the values and principles of leadership, character development, accountability, respect, and physical well-being with academic excellence as ALA's primary focus.
Go ALA Eagles. And it looks like this is the ALA drill team, but I'm not sure. I think it's still part of ALA. Yep, it's the drill team. That's a classy old truck there they got too. So they're doing a little routine, and again, very early in the season. Appreciate them doing routines in front of us, the bands, the cheerleaders, and the drill team. Okay, this is Riverview Elementary here now. Riverview Elementary. It's a place that is focused on its core purpose of causing learning. Each student hears what they want to do and they think it is important. You can do it is their motto. We're never going to give up on you. Riverview students are learning to make their mark and make it better. Let's see if we can get them to wave at us. So that's an impressive job there of getting a bunch of the students to come during the summer and walk a parade, which, by the way, I should say, the marching band and the drill team and the cheerleaders, that's a lot of work. They walk the whole way. When you were royalty, you got to actually stand on a float, but you had to wave the whole time.
Yes, yeah. Your arm gets tired. Wow, look at this. This Hirschmobile here.
The Addams Family at Payson
Yes.
Community Theater.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky.
Wait, who are you talking about? Our crew?
Well, maybe. They're all together ooky, whatever ooky means. Join Payson Community Theater for their hilariously enjoyable production of The Addams Family. The show will open August 24th and run through Labor Day. Oh, that's going to be a fun show.
Yeah, that is. And there's the Payson City royalty. This one I will take, I guess. Payson City is proud to present Kaisley Theobald as Miss Payson 2017. Kaisley is the daughter of Brady and Tiffany Theobald. Brooklyn Jensen, daughter of Andy and Stephanie Jensen, is the first attendant. Miss Payson and her attendant would like to welcome you and your family to Onion Days, Golden Onion Days in Payson. And here's the high school band.
The Pride of the Lions, 2015, the champions, under the direction of Michael Berger. The visual coach, April Berger, percussion coach, Brian Alexander, and color guard coach, Camille Dial of Payson High School Marching Band. They'll be celebrating its 40th year, hosting the Nebo Tournament of Bands on September 23rd, and 100 years of making great music.
And there's the flags going by as well. They actually may have the most work of everybody as I think about it. They're waving their arms, waving a flag around, and walking the whole way.
Lots of work there.
Okay, so this looks to be the Airtime Training Center. The Airtime Training Center opened their doors in October 2004, has been a leading force in gymnastics, cheerleading, and trampoline and tumbling instruction for boys and girls in the Spanish Fork area. Airtime is committed to promote fitness in our children and in the community. Participation in sports. And they also build self-confidence and self-esteem, discipline, and respect and good sportsmanship. They're performing today. We have the members of the Airtime's boys and girls competitive gymnastics, cheer, and trampoline and tumbling teams.
Ooh, and some of that on asphalt. Be careful, guys.
Yeah. They're doing some pretty good, front walkovers and cartwheels.
Yeah. Ooh, I see bubbles. That can only mean one thing. Wiggy Wash must be here. And has been voted by you the best car wash in Utah County for the last 6 consecutive years. They offer washes starting at only $8 and free self-serve vacuums. They provide quick, quality service that can only be experienced at Utah County's best car wash. Wiggy Wash has 3 convenient locations in Spanish Fork, Springville, and their newest location in Orem.
I didn't know that.
Indeed, they do. Visit them at wiggywash.com. And be sure to sign up for one of their VIP unlimited memberships today.
Yeah, they're pretty much a cultural icon now in Spanish Fork, aren't they?
Love Wiggy Wash. We
Yep.
have one of those little VIP stickers, and we just zoom on through.
Yeah,
It's
they do.
fantastic.
They do a great job, and I'm very happy that they're expanding. Good for them. All right, so next we have optimized health plans. And I'm just going to make sure that looks right. Is that what that says? Yes, it is. Okay, I just had to make sure. So, optimized health plans. They're saving Utahns money on health insurance premiums, and their goal is to help you save at least 30 to 60% on your health insurance. And of course, that's a big topic today, isn't it? Everyone's thinking about whether or not the Senate is going to repeal and replace Obamacare. But you might want to be thinking about looking into optimized health care and their health plans.
Looks like you might be able to check that out at optimizedhealthplans.com. Mountain Land Head Start. A comprehensive no-cost program. They've been serving 3- and 4-year-old children and their families in Juab, Utah, and Wasatch counties since 1975. Mountain Land Head Start is currently enrolling children for the upcoming school year. If you're interested in providing your child with a Head Start education, you can call their office today.
Okay, so it's basically preschool kind of thing, huh? All right. It's a beautiful float, lots of fun. And coming up now is Tim Shanto's American Family Insurance entry. It's probably not something you would always say in trying to be a non-biased person, but he happens to be my insurance agent. Tim Shanto Agency has been serving Spanish Fork for over 13 years. His family is very grateful to the community for their support. The popsicles, oh, they've got popsicles, Natasha,
Uh-huh.
are their way of showing appreciation to all of you. So if you're watching this on TV at home, run down to the north end of Main Street in a hurry and get yourself a popsicle. They want to say thanks for allowing them to help you save money and provide the local service you deserve. They invite you to come experience the difference. Happy Fiesta Days, and they say we are SF.
They have a big freezer on board. I think that they should make it through the entire parade. I bet everybody gets a popsicle.
So I'm trying. Oh, there's Tim. Yeah, I just saw him.
And cosplay karaoke. Utah's most exciting, unique, and entertaining live music production, hosting monthly events in Salt Lake and Utah counties. By joining forces with some of the best local charities to help those in need, we bring music and magic to sick children and our local communities. We are also available for private functions, parties, and weddings. Boasting some of the best equipment and one of the largest, most up-to-date, legally licensed karaoke libraries in the state, Cosplay Karaoke is one of the many great karaoke shows produced by Blackout Entertainment, veteran-owned and operated entertainment specialist based right here in Spanish Fork. For more information or to book your event, find Cosplay Karaoke on Facebook.
And they got the audio to prove it.
Karaoke never gets old. So much fun. Everybody has fun.
Okay, coming into view now is the Baseball Mustang League Mountain Division Nationals. They're the regular season champions for the Mustang Mountain Division, City League tournament champions, and their players are Ashton Gabitas, Mason Bullock, Jack Bowen, Caden Vest, he's a neighbor of mine, Ryan Basham, Jaden Beeman probably, James Garcia, Houston Wilson, Gage Christensen, Cooper Ross, Corbin Luke, Camus Isaac, and their coaches are Jeff Wilson, Ryan Luke, and Todd Ross. Congratulations, boys, but don't you dare squirt me.
And the most patriotic award, and some lovely ladies from Pleasant Grove. It's the Pleasant Grove City Royalty. This year, Pleasant Grove is paying tribute to all the brave men and women who make Pleasant Grove home of the free. The queen this year is Lindsay Savage, first attendant, Ainsley Fuentes, second attendant,
Funes, I don't know.
Courtney Ricks, and third attendant, Sabby Joe Carson.
Good of Pleasant Grove to make the trip here. We appreciate the support. It says home of the free because of the brave.
That is a beautiful float.
All right, next coming into view is the World Folk Fest. The World Folk Fest in Springville, Utah is the oldest international folk dance festival in the western United States. This year, the World Folk Fest will host groups from Austria, Belarus, Indonesia, Peru, Chile, Romania, Slovakia, as well as several Utah performers. The festival starts with a street dance at the Springville Museum of Art on Monday the 31st, coming up, and has nightly performances Tuesday, August 1st through Saturday, August 5th at 7:30 at the Springville Arts Park, which is right by their high school. Let's see, tickets are available at the door or worldfolkfest.com. Worldfolkfest.com. Come join the fun. One world, one stage.
Dancer there on the back end, Ginger Christopher Leishman, a former Miss Spanish Fork.
Oh, yes.
And Miss Salem Royalty coming into view, representing the city of Salem, is our Miss Salem Royalty 2017. Miss Salem is Briley Ivers. First attendant is Whitney Graham, and second attendant is Whitney Gannell. Come join us for Salem Days activities August 5th through the 12th. Events include a mud volleyball tournament, parade, fireworks, and the local favorite, the cardboard and duct tape regatta, plus many more.
Can't miss the cardboard and duct tape regatta. So just our next door neighbors here. Do you happen to know any of those ladies, Natasha?
I recognize faces, a few of their faces. That's a beautiful float too. Everybody's kind of doing the patriotic theme this year, and I love it.
They really are. I've noticed that. Yep.
Lovely ladies on a beautiful float.
So the next one is also a royalty float, and this is from Santaquin. So we have the Miss Santaquin Royalty 2017. The queen is Alyssa Barrand. First attendant is Katrina Judd, and the second attendant is Stacy Snow. Third attendant, Shaylee Jensen. I almost forgot a third attendant here. Sorry about that, Shaylee. So we've had a lot of royalties. We just barely had Pleasant Grove, Salem, Santaquin. It's great that they come to all the parades. That must be a lot of work for the ladies, though, huh?
A lot of work, but I think they love it. I hope they love it.
Well, they're putting on a lot of good energy. And again, we do appreciate them coming to
Colorful
our parade.
float. Very nice.
This one's got, again, almost more of a fantasy theme. They look like Alice in Wonderland or something to me.
These ladies have a lot of energy.
Yes, they do. They know how to wave to the camera. We appreciate that.
The Salem Young Performers. This is the first year for Salem's very own Young Performers Theater Group. We will be performing Bye Bye Birdie at Salem Hills High School, with shows running July 25th through the 31st. Bye Bye Birdie is an American musical about fictional pop sensation Conrad Birdie and his final performance before being drafted to the Army. He promises a song and a kiss to a typical teenager on the Ed Sullivan Show. With 2 Broadway runs and 2 concert versions, in addition to appearances on both the small and silver screens, this classical musical theater show highlights life in 1950s America and the early rock and roll music craze. Be sure to join us for an entertaining and family-friendly performance. Check out the Salem Young Performers Facebook page.
And here's Little Miss Linden. The theme for Little Miss Linden is dream. It takes a lot of courage to dream, and anytime you dare to dream, you can have some fear of it not happening. One thing is for certain, that you will never fulfill a dream if you let go of it. So we have Miss Linden Queen, Lainey Allred. Her attendants are Cortland Bunker, Drew Clark, Winter Nichols, and Bailey Tucker. They encourage you to dream. So I wonder how young they are. Probably about 14, would you say?
I think so. That looks about right.
Dare to dream.
Utah Community Credit Union, the #1 mortgage provider in the community.
The Dragon.
Yes, with a mortgage from UCCU, you can buy more than a house. You could with a mortgage company or a bank. More house, more payment means more money than you can put into your home and back into your pocket.
Sounds good to me. I'm ending up doing another royalty when I should have you do it. But this is the Utah County Fair. Well, I'm guessing it's a royalty as well. We'll see here. They're an American tradition. The fair continues. We'll have it Wednesday, August 16th through Saturday, August 19th. So take your family to Utah County Fair and begin a family fun affair. The concepts, let's see, we'll have a concert, rodeo, demolition derby, monster truck show. The demolition derby is always a lot of fun. Lots of exhibits, lots of performances. Let's see. If you haven't got the tickets, you better get your tickets early. You get them now for the monster truck and the demolition derby. They're going fast. And mark your calendars down, August 16th through 19th. See you at the Utah County Fair.
We'll jump right to Miss Springville Mapleton and Miss Hobble Creek. The 2017 Miss Springville Mapleton and Miss Hobble Creek royalty. Miriam Hall is the reigning Miss Springville Mapleton. Addison Black is the Miss reigning Hobble Creek, with Austin Eaker as first attendant and Mary Nelson as second attendant. Cities of Springville and Mapleton are proud to have 2 queens representing their communities this year. These beautiful girls are excited to be able to serve both Springville and Mapleton cities throughout the year.
And you did that in one breath.
Yes. We knew we were trying to get to the band.
So here's the band. This time they start with the flags. And we'll listen to them if they come in view and we can hear them. So we have the Springville High School Band. They've been representing the state of Utah for 30 years, including performing at a presidential inauguration. I didn't know that. In recent years, the band has received multiple awards for their shows in marching band competitions throughout the state. They're led by drum major Lydia Davies and are under the direction of Ben Major. Now, wait a minute. Who's the drum major and who's the leader? Just kidding. So their teacher is Ben Major with the staff of Jason Johnson and Aaron Major. The band would like to thank their parents, administration, and the Springville City for all the support. Go Devils. And we'll listen to them for a little bit. I just need someone to love. I think I got the lyrics wrong. It's close like. Do you need anybody?
It was worth the effort. How about putting the Spanish back into Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork has many different Hispanic nationalities like Argentina, Peru, Venezuela, Costa Rica, Chile, Guatemala, Salvador, Nicaragua, Mexico, and Ecuador, among many others. Most of these countries will wear traditional costumes and dresses from their countries. They wanted to show their love for Spanish Fork by walking the parade to say hello to all of their friends and neighbors here.
Well, that's really fun.
That is cool.
A lot of Latin and South America there. All right, let's see. We're still looking at the cultural folks here. You know, they're dressed up in their attire from their countries. They got their country's flags. And now here they are celebrating both the American flag and their country's flags. I recognize some of those flags. And you know what? I'm going to have you do the next royalty one too, if that's all right.
I'd love to. Miss Orem and the Teen Royalty, please welcome the 2017 Miss Orem Teen Royalties. Miss Orem, Amanda Flinders. Little Miss Orem, Sadie Spence. First attendant, Allie Craig. Second attendant, Carly Preston. Third attendant, Angelica Thomas. And then we have Miss Orem's outstanding teen, Cortland Sunduro. First attendant, Claire Inouye. And second attendant, Danielle Hess.
I happen to know you pronounce that Inouye just because there was a man who was like a state representative sort of in my city or something. I mean, like a House representative. And his name was Inouye. But I'm usually giving you these just because I don't want to try to pronounce the name.
Some of the names are a bit difficult, aren't they?
Yeah. So this old truck, this classy old truck, represents the Habitat for Humanity of Utah County. Since 1991, Habitat for Humanity of Utah County has been building, renovating, and repairing homes. They're in partnership with the Utah County families. They want to build strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter. You can shop at their Restore right here in Spanish Fork. They also have one in Orem. Supports do-it-yourselfers. 50 to 75% off retail. I should shop there more often.
And I always love this one from the airport, Spanish Fork Airport. The annual Aeroplanes, Trains, and Automobiles event is going to be held this September 15th and 16th. This truck and aircraft will be just one of the many exciting things to see or on the display at this year's event. The Aeroplanes, Trains, Automobiles open house is fun for the entire family, so come down and see a beautiful display of airplanes as they fly above your heads and cars as they race down the runway.
You know, our airport's just getting bigger and better, and the show's getting bigger and better. It's a lot of fun to see all the different kinds of airplanes that are going to be there.
That's very cool.
And we just got some
wow.
swag.
Loving the swag.
We appreciate it. Is this actually the... I'm not sure if I'm seeing this right.
Oh, I don't know. I'm scared.
No, it's actually coming up later. So we're just seeing a lot of people go by and making a lot of noise. But I'll go ahead and get a head start on this one. So, again, in the tradition of all the baseball in Spanish Fork, now we have the Baseball Pony League Red Sox. We'll give a loud cheer to them, the 2017 Spanish Fork Pony League champions. These are the Red Sox. They were undefeated in league play. They went 12-0.
Wow.
That is pretty impressive.
That's amazing.
Well, like Paul Harvey said, we're the baseball capital. And I couldn't even hear myself over that horn. We're the baseball capital of the world. I'm trying to figure out where that's... Oh, is it from the back of the truck? I'm not sure where that horn is. All I want is, I want that horn when I'm in rush hour traffic and the people in front of me aren't moving.
Okay, the Treeside Charter School is excited to be a part of the tradition of Fiesta Days. The Treeside Float features students of Treeside, as well as parents, teachers, and board members. Treeside values childhood and provides developmentally appropriate whole child education to students from kindergarten through 6th grade. Students experience rich academic content delivered through the arts, music, movement, nature-based, and service learning. Head, heart, and hands methodology of the school teaches students to be self-confident, creative, and contributing members of the community.
So they're a charter school. They call themselves Treeside, and they're actually showing off their trees and nature right there. Very good. Honestly, Natasha, I don't know where they're located. I wish they had said that. First time I've heard of them.
But it may be a newer school.
I think it might be. They've taught the kids how to wave and wave their little streamers. Okay, so following the Treeside Charter School is Bobby Lawrence Karate. They've been around for a while. My son took some lessons from them.
I was just going to ask you if
Yes.
you had ever participated in karate. Do you know karate?
Your turn to pick on me, huh?
Yes.
Not since high school.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not a registered deadly weapon in any manner of the means. But these guys they're also an educational facility that specializes in teaching students of all ages positive life skills, such as confidence, focus, self-discipline, respect, and many other important life skills that have not only helped students to do much better in school and behave better at home, but also learn how to live a more successful life. At Bobby Lawrence Karate, they are interested in developing each person as a whole. And I will say that my son that took lessons at Bobby Lawrence Karate even got to compete in a tournament. He really was the better for it. We always talk about karate as, can you punch somebody, or can you defend yourself? Well, that's all true, but it also really just kind of turns you into a more self-disciplined person.
I was just going to say, I think the disciplinary aspect of karate is quite amazing.
Yep, that was pretty impressive.
Sensei. That is sensei.
So you do know karate, huh?
And 6 other words.
You have to follow it with that.
Jive Communication. The largest privately held unified communications company, Jive is updating business phone systems to decrease cost and increase productivity in the workplace. Jive's business VoIP, video conferencing, and contact center products are all cloud-based, freeing you from extra equipment and empowering you to work anywhere. Unite your communications under one roof with Jive Voice, Jive Contact Center, and Jive Video.
I think they're actually the yellow vehicle that's coming here. But I'm not sure. We haven't seen anything that's... Oh, there. It says Jive on the side of the car. It's
Jive
coming
on the
into view in
side.
just a second here.
It will be
just
the...
cut away before we saw it, but go ahead, sorry.
There you go. Nope, there, you're good. That'll be the last phone system that you'll ever need to install.
No, they didn't ever give a reference to Jive Talking, which I think you would do if you're Jive Communication. How did I miss that? They have to play the Bee Gees song Jive Talking. But they do have Jive Royalty. Look at those cute girls. That's fun. That's actually very clever.
The Jive Jeep.
Yeah, that's right. They need a Jive Jaguar.
Definitely have some Jive marketing.
Yeah, they're talented at marketing. Hello, ladies. Probably daughters of the owners, but they've got their dresses, the tiaras, and everything. Okay,
Adorable.
Canyon View Medical. Canyon View Medical Group, the preferred provider of quality family health care in South Utah County for more than 40 years. Offices in Springville, Mapleton, Spanish Fork, Payson, and Santaquin. I didn't know that. They are South Utah Valley's community partner for handling all of your family's health care needs. They have family medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and orthopedics. So, of course, when I think of Canyon View, I think of the location right here in Spanish Fork, and there's Dr. Tracy Franson. He's probably the icon for Canyon View Medical. And it looks like we've already moved on to Park Elementary, so I'll let you take that one.
Okay, well, the Park Elementary Panther students have been learning and leading in Spanish Fork since 1954. They are proud to be a leader. The Lighthouse School, like a lighthouse, they are a beacon of leadership in our community. Today, we welcome their student council to the parade route. Panther pride is hard to hide.
The Panthers, huh?
Go Panthers.
Park Elementary Panthers. My children almost went there. Ended up going to Larson. Throwing out candy, that's a good thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, here comes BYU's athletic, and the BYU football season is looming. Don't know very much about the team this year, but here comes the big truck, and we're talking about BYU athletics, and we should have Cosmo. Do you think? I hear some cheering.
I would dare say Cosmo is probably nearby. Yep. Pumping up the crowds.
Yeah, probably some, well, definitely BYU athletes, probably some football players. So I haven't seen Cosmo yet. Is he on the other side?
Right here.
Oh, thank you. There he is. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Wow.
Boom. Perfect for the camera.
That was impressive. The Cosmobile. Well, they got some guys here that are going to do some stunts, we think.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to do some jump dunks and maybe some, see if they do a somersault in the air. Well, appreciate him doing it for the camera. Looks like Cosmo knows how to dunk too. Nice. Yes.
Making it look easy. Oh.
Hanging on the rim. That can't be easy to do in that getup. What am I saying? That's a real cougar.
Couldn't be easy to do anyway.
Oh, they didn't quite get that stunt, but it was going to be impressive. I was actually looking to see if we might know who these guys are. Like, are they really basketball players? I don't think they'd let the basketball players do these stunts. Wow, that's impressive. So are we going to rate the dunks just like the dunk contest for the NBA? I'll give that a 7.
Okay.
There's room for improvement. The one previous to that was probably a 9.
9.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
there's a
boom.
10.
Yeah.
You could slam your chin on that if you don't get your timing right. Give the guy full marks.
Definitely getting their workout in today. A reason that they are
So do
BYU
I dare
athletics.
ask you? We are wearing red today.
Yes.
Do I dare ask you, are you a BYU or a Ute fan?
BYU.
Okay, but we're equal opportunity today because we're wearing red. Now, if Goose was here, Goose is all about the Utes, so we would always have to get into arguments. By the way, as long as I'm saying that, there's a new episode of Goose. Can't wait to see it. All right, what do we got here?
This looks to be Neil Dastrup Insurance. They've been serving Utah County since 1974. They're a family-owned business with branches including a newly opened Spanish Fork branch at the top of Center Street. They offer the most competitive carriers for your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. Your Spanish Fork branch agency owner, Brandon Fry, is always available to help with your insurance needs.
They went by kind of quickly. We always need to tell people that they need to slow down in front of Broadcast Central here. So our next entry is Sign Gypsies of Utah County. And it looks like they're going to show a lot of signage. Except for, wait, is that? I just have to make sure we're reading the right thing here.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, because it says Ryan. All right, there we go. So they'd like to help you celebrate any and all of your events in a big and bold way. They come set up your sign the night before your event so you can wake up to a big surprise the next day. Your yard will be decked out with personalized messages that will make a big impression. Birthday signs, missionary homecoming and farewell signs, holidays, school events, sports, birth announcements, open houses, parties, and some of the most popular rentals we arrange, and parades. I just added that one. We customize our signs to make them however you want them. Our goal is to help you celebrate big and leave a lasting memory. Well, that certainly is big.
I think it would make an impression for sure.
So they said you wake up to a surprise. What kind of a surprise would you want on your yard when you wake up?
I'd want this one. I'd want Culver's. I'd want the ice cream behind the big concrete ice cream that Culver's makes.
Absolutely.
Since 1984, the Culver's family has been serving up fresh, never frozen, 100% Midwestern beef, seared to perfection, and served on a lightly buttered toasted bun for that extra touch of goodness. Our commitment to crafting the world's finest fresh frozen custard also remains the same today as when we served our very first scoop. We use the finest dairy, plus cold-pressed vanilla and a Dutch blend chocolate, and make every batch fresh right in the restaurant throughout the day.
You're making me
Yum.
hungry. Okay, and I didn't know they had a mascot. That's kind of fun to see. So now this is the Spanish Fork High School class of 1997. Nothing says we are SF like the Spanish Fork High School class of 1997. These proud alumni have come from near and far for their 20-year reunion, just in time to celebrate Fiesta Days with all of you. And they still look just like they did 20 years ago in high school.
Haven't changed a bit, have they?
Okay. The men are going a little bald.
Proud as ever.
The women aren't, though. That's good. So I don't know any of these folks because it was just before my wife and I moved to Spanish Fork. 1997. They got the cheer down.
They do have the cheer down. Lots of class reunions planned around Fiesta Days. Seems to be a time of coming home and reunions.
Yep. I'm guessing a lot of people at home recognize some of these faces. That was good of them to give us a cheer and wave to the cameras right in front of us.
And I'll take this group right here, the lovely ladies from Nephi City. The Miss Nephi City Royalty for 2017. Miss Nephi this year is Hannah Robbins. She's the daughter of Dr. Rick and Heidi Robbins. First attendant, Hannah Peterson, daughter of Doug and Fran Peterson. And second attendant, Megan Davis, daughter of Brett and Linda Davis.
Yeah, did you recognize any of those names?
I did. I do happen to know these ladies.
That's great. Now, your parents still live in Nephi, right?
They do.
It's good of them to make the trip.
Just a 30-mile little jaunt.
Yeah, you've probably made it just a few times.
Just a few times.
So is that Mount Nebo on the float? Sorry, I said it after we went off the camera, but I think that's what it was. So here we have the La Roca Spanish Fork soccer team club. These girls, born in the year 2004. These girls benefit from recreational programs right here in Spanish Fork and are so appreciative of the amazing recreational venues in the city, such as the Sports Park, Centennial Park. Our team home games are played at the Sports Park, and we practice at the Centennial Park. Team members include Mari Ashman. Again, just cut me off when you need to. That's a bunch. Mari Ashman, Gwen Beagley, Maylee Boyer, Grace Carter, Reese Chrisman, Sadie Crandall, Taylor Davis, Kennedy Erkenbrock, Brinley Harris, Melanie Lee, Eden Mattinson, Braylon Newberry, Kara Shoemaker, Zole Smith probably, Taya Vallejo. All right, who's this? Is this
great.
still?
This is still
Oh,
La
good.
Roca.
Oh, great. Well, it says here also that many of these girls hope to play on the Spanish Fork and Maple Mountain High School soccer teams. We are Spanish Fork youth talent, they say. Now, those are boys.
But still part of the
Yes.
team, it says.
Yep, so
Or
apparently,
appears to be.
yeah, apparently they have boys and girls. So, go boys and girls of La Roca.
And I think this is still La Roca.
Oh, even this very next entry coming up here, huh?
Because, yes, because the ladies following them would be the Derby Darlings that we're looking for.
Oh, yes. yeah, that's right. Now, so where do they play now? I guess we'll probably find out in a second here, but I remember when the Derby Darlings played in the old
Food for Less.
Food for Less. Thank you. Could come up with it. I was going to
That
say
is
food
no
building.
longer, yes.
Yeah, that's gone now. Yeah, so this is still La Roca. Well, it looks like they got a lot of participants in the soccer club. And I know soccer coaches at the high school level really love it when they can get the talent that feeds them from an organized team.
We've not delved into that yet. I'm not officially a soccer mom yet.
Aren't you?
So not yet. So maybe that's something we'll have to try in the coming year or two. Okay, well, we teased it a little bit, but here they are. The Happy Valley Derby Darlings started a women's roller derby league in Utah County in 2011, and they started a CODC Junior League in 2015. They are a nonprofit organization. They enjoy doing service projects and donating to local charities. They strive to provide women of all backgrounds, age groups, and skill levels an opportunity to interact with other women in this fun, healthy, dedicated sport. Through sportsmanship and athleticism, they provide positive role models and a sense of sisterhood, loyalty, hard work, and competitiveness among their skaters, and a sense of family among their organizations as a whole. Yet we don't know where they skate.
No, I would like to know that.
Any longer. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
The former Food for Less building that they used to skate in.
Yeah. Somewhere around 5
Understand.
years ago, we filmed one of the derbies, and it was a lot of fun. Our cameraman got hip checked into the third row.
Oh, no.
One of them used to work here, I think, at, well, actually, I'm not sure which salon it was, but used to cut my hair. Well, now we have the Heart and Soul Dance Company, and boy, these guys have been iconic for Spanish Fork. Lots of the girls around here have danced with the Heart and Soul Company. They've been teaching dance for over 30 years. They're located on 3527 North Main, all the way north. Proper technique, great choreography, appropriate music and costumes, and a family atmosphere are what you can expect at Heart and Soul. We offer technique, contemporary, hip-hop, tumbling, and ballet classes, as well as competing teams and companies, and that's where I've seen a lot in competitions. Whether you are dancing for fun and fitness or you're looking for serious training, we have something for you. At Heart and Soul, we focus on teaching dance in a serious and professional manner while maintaining a fun, friendly atmosphere. They say, come check us out. Well, we're checking them out right now. They're going to do a little routine for us. Nice job, ladies.
Next up, we have Miss Utah Valley's outstanding teen, Bryn Healy, promoting her platform, Reflections of Love, the vital ingredient in our lives.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know where she's from, but we have had some Miss Utah outstanding teens, I think, from Spanish Fork, or at least they competed very well, I remember.
You're right.
I know it made the news a few years ago.
This is one of the little sister programs to Miss Utah.
Ah. Okay, then we have a softball team. This is the Softball Fox League Spartans, Mavericks, and Spikers. We don't have any more information on them, but my impression is, if I got this right, we have Spartans, Mavericks, and Spikers, 3 different teams marching in our parade today. I'm sure they did a good job in their season.
And apparently get along quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, no bad blood in the postseason.
Quick Quack Car Wash.
You said that well.
Another one of our favorites in the household. The kids love to see the duck. Here comes the duck. Quick Quack Car Wash are popping up all over Utah Valley with the lowest unlimited car wash memberships in the state. Ask about our free vacuums and fundraising programs. Visit don'tdrivedirty.com for locations and to sign up for a free wash on your birthday.
Oh, there you go.
Don't drive dirty. It's a crime.
I know it does.
I love
it sounds like, don't drive drunk or something, doesn't it? Don't drive dirty.
Lots of good marketing in the parade today.
Yeah, and that's a big float.
Good.
Looks like you
That's
could
a
drive
baby
your
car
car.
wash.
Yeah, no, you could drive your car into that thing. Okay, next we have Turning Point Dance. Turning Point Dance Studio is under the direction of Pam Bingham and her daughter Whitney Johnson, who truly are SF. Pam and Whitney both graduated from Spanish Fork High School and are former Las Chalitas. Pam's youngest 2 daughters are former Elevays and graduated from Maple Mountain High School. We offer classes in jazz, hip-hop, lyrical, ballet, turns, technique, tap, and line dancing. Turning Point has a fun and well-organized learning environment. We train beginning dancers as well as performance teams. Turning Point Dance Studio trains strong technical dancers in a minimal amount of time, which allows time for them to train other talents and other hobbies as well to make a well-rounded individual.
You see these little
yeah, I don't know what they are.
bags? Well, I believe it's part of the Nebo School District welding program.
Okay.
So they provide students with the opportunity to develop and master crucial fabrication skills necessary to compete in a global industry with excellent career advancements with financial rewards. Each year, Nebo students win national recognition for their ability in various avenues of the industry.
So what we're seeing here is their display of their welding techniques.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So I welded a ring once.
Oh, did you? Good for you.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Girls can do it too.
So you welded a ring. What was it for?
I was in a welding class, believe it or not. So I won't date myself again, but back in the day, I don't even remember what they're called now, but they were the other type of classes.
Right.
My mind escapes me, but you know, some of the not your normal curriculum type classes that I so I took a welding class.
Technology education.
Yes, and I welded a little ring. I certainly did not weld a bike. Not even close.
They're welding right there. I didn't even catch that. So this dude, he's cool in his chair, but look at this. They're welding right on the float.
It's not easy. Have you welded before?
I helped my dad weld my wagon. That's how long ago that was. Well, I did a couple of things, I guess. But the very first memory I have of a welding machine is being afraid of it, but we actually welded my little wagon, one of those, like, what do they call them? Red Flyer?
Your little red wagon.
Widow wet wagon.
A little wet wagon for boys.
Yep. I really haven't done very much. I don't own my own equipment, but we have done some scout projects and things like that.
Quite a talent.
It is.
Those bikes are amazing. I can see why they win awards. So thanks for sharing your talents.
It's actually really useful talent. It's still in demand. I know the MATC teaches welding, and this is literally what will happen. Any of you boys or girls out there that think you might want a career when you're still young, you'll be working there at the MATC, learning how to weld, and someone will tap you on the shoulder, and they'll ask you if you got your certificate yet or how far along you are. And this is a true story. This actually happened to someone I know. The person said, well, I've still got about 3 months to go on my welding certificate. And they said, well, that's close enough. We need you up at the up in the basin, the Uinta Basin, to do some welding. We will pay you $70,000 a year, and we'll help you finish getting your certificate.
I believe it.
Isn't that amazing?
I do believe it because it is.
Kid was 18 years old.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Well, I think the next float is taking their time because the one prior here was so noisy and just dangerous. So let's see. We have next up the Mapleton 12th Ward. So that's pretty funny. You follow the I'll call them the Hells Angels with the Mapleton 12th Ward. And the Mapleton 12th Ward presents children singing all around the world. The globe and flags from around the world represent the bond that we all have with other people. Even though we are small in number, we can have an impact on others from every part of the world. I think this is the first ward float we've seen, isn't it? I'm not sure if we've read one yet.
No, I believe you're right.
Well, it sure is a nice job they did. That's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work. That's quite impressive. Mapleton also has a large celebration for the 24th, so the way the weekend fell this year, it was kind of nice that things were split a little bit.
Well, we sure have enjoyed the parade so far. I think we're about, what, 2/3, maybe 3/4 the way through it. Hope you've enjoyed it at home. And looks like we have another dance group coming up.
Some more talented folks from Steps Dance Performing Arts, award-winning Steps Performing Arts, or the Steps Pack, home of the famous Ovation Boys hip-hop crew. Steps is directed by Susan Crowther and is now at their new location at the top of Center Street. We teach more than dance, says Miss Sue. Integrity, hard work, and good sportsmanship. We help our dancers develop skills and confidence that will last a lifetime. Ages 3 and up with beginning to advanced dancers, lots of amazing girls, and over 50 awesome boy dancers. Hip-hop, breakdance, tumbling, musical theater, ballroom, ballet, lyrical jazz, contemporary, and have a fabulous performing arts preschool. Recreational or competition teams are available. They also have adult hip-hop and ballroom classes for all of you that want a fun date night. Classes are filling up fast. Register now to save your spot. Come be a part of the Steps Pack. Register at stepsdanceutah.com.
I recognize Sue Crowther, the instructor, in the front. Looks like they're having fun.
busting a move on a Monday morning here.
Yeah, normally you don't want to do that on a Monday morning.
I've always wanted to go
That
and
was
take
great.
one of their ballroom classes for a date night. I may have to do that still. Twist the hubby's arm.
I think you should try hip hop.
That too. I'm game.
Okay, here we have the softball Falcon League Rebels. So the Rebels are the 3rd and 4th grade team. They took first place in their division. It was a fun year, and this group of kids kept the fans entertained. Congratulations, Rebels. They're having fun being on the boat.
Yes, you seem to be the team guru today. You're getting all of the teams.
Absolutely. I get the teams, and you get the royalty.
There you go. Well, we also have the Spanish Fork class of 1967. This enthusiastic bunch of kids are proud graduates from Spanish Fork High School class of 1967. They celebrated this past Saturday, reminiscing with a trip down memory lane at their 50-year class reunion celebration. They still know they are the best class that ever graduated as Spanish Fork Dons.
They're the best class.
Yes, and they say go red and gray.
So this is their 50-year reunion. Impressive.
Yeah, they look great. Love it.
So this is Impact Percussion following them. Impact Percussion is an indoor percussion group that competes with the Association in Utah and Winter International Circuits. Oh, that's good. I didn't know that existed. Currently 2-time state champs in Utah, ranked number 38 in the nation, with a regional championship in Las Vegas. I wish they would have stopped a little sooner. They went past our cameras too fast.
I can still hear them, though. Well, we take a look at Smokey the Bear and the Forest Service. With hot temperatures and dry conditions, we need to be extra careful with fire and things that cause fires. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
There's a motto I've heard once or twice.
Just a few times over the years.
This year it's especially important to know it, though. You've got to try to avoid any more forest fires. Now, did they say Smokey the Bear or Smokey Bear? That says Smokey Bear. I was corrected on that once, Natasha.
Oh, is it just Smokey Bear?
It's just Smokey Bear. When I grew up, it was Smokey the Bear. In fact, I think there was a song. It seems like Smokey the Bear was a song. I don't know. But they told me it's Smokey Bear.
So did I say the bear?
I think you said Smokey Bear, but I'm not sure.
Oh, well, I don't know.
We
might be dating ourselves
we need a replay.
again.
Yes, replay.
We're old.
Don't say that. My high school reunion was in 1967. Okay, so this now is Utah Antique Machinery Association, or is this? Is this still this is the OWL? I'm sorry, this is not. This is not an antique association yet.
Is that Woodsy?
Uh-huh.
And is it Woodsy Owl or the Owl?
Oh, there you go.
Now I'm afraid.
I don't know. Okay, but now we're moving on to the Utah Antique Machinery Association. This sounds kind of fun. Our local chapter consists of 40 members from Utah and surrounding counties. We participate in activities ranging from shows and parades, as we're seeing today, to tractor pulls and plow days. Our club has the distinction of being 14th. They're the 14th such club in the nation. That's not too many. That's still pretty early on. Our goal is to help people remember some of the things that help make our county great. So imagine they have fun with all kinds of antique machinery. See
and
a
as
bunch
I
of John
recall,
Deeres.
yes, they have quite a handful.
Nothing runs like a deer. So, to be honest with you, they look so good, they don't look like antiques. You expect antiques to look a little bit more rusted or something, but to the trained eye, I'm sure these people are saying, that there tractor is 60 years old.
Well, when you invest that much in a piece of machinery, you want to take care of it.
Yeah.
Considering the type of work that it has to do. Or did.
I'm not sure if I understood the 14th. I think that meant that, there might be 3,000 clubs, but they were the 14th. So they were among the first. I don't know.
Maybe we'll have some homework to do to get some clarification.
That's going to be really important and high on my list. Now, see, there's one that looks a little bit older right there. The Chalmers. Probably in my mind, I see something that is red and I associate it with being a little bit more old school, and green looks newer. That's probably what I'm doing, but I don't know, we've seen somewhere around 15 tractors now.
Yes.
And they're
and
all
tractors.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say have come a long way. You see them enclosed now with air conditioning and the stereo systems. These are completely exposed and have the gear shifts. And
yeah, that's fun. They look like they belong at Radiator Springs. I think of the movies Cars where they have the cow tipping and the tractor tipping. Okay, Bobcats.
Okay, well, the Falcon Girls Bobcats, 3rd and 4th grade softball champs. The Bobcats were coached by head coach Patrick Donegan and assistant coach Robbie Hansen. At an overall record of 15 wins and only 1 loss, they won both the regular season and the city tournament.
Wow.
Congratulations, Bobcat players and coaches, on being champions and for having a great year.
And they're still cheering their chant, whatever it is. Hey, bada bada. I'm going to let you do this one, too.
Okay. Our little beauties here. Little
Yep.
Miss Spanish Fork. The organization was put together to help young girls in the community learn how to develop their talents and serve within the community alongside Miss Spanish Fork. Comprised of 4 groups, mini, little, junior, and teen. Girls from 7 to 16 can compete in the pageant. This year, the program was under the direction of Heather Harms. The mini royalty is Queen Stella Condi. Attendance Haley Britton, Cora Madsen, Grace Justinson, Clara Martin, Little Royalty Queen Madison Britton. Attendance Kennedy Reed, Allison Christiansen, Claire Gordon, Paige Bowman. Junior Queen Madison Keller. Attendance Alexis Hill, Isabella Martin, Gracie Higginson, and Cora Hansen. Teen Queen Gentry Reed. Attendance Aubrey Brower, Emma Martin, Taylor Britton, and Kate Darrington.
And you win. You got through all the names before they all passed by.
I was trying.
That was pretty awesome.
Oh, they have them split up pretty well, though. I thought maybe they were scrunched a little tighter.
Yeah. We almost, I don't think we could have, but we almost could have actually read them right as they were going by because they did a good job. So many of these entries just fly by us, but they paced it right. Little Miss.
You know, so many of those young ladies.
Are you involved with the Little Miss pageant at all?
A little bit. Yep, know that one right there.
There you go. She's waving at you. So, is Racheline Talbot involved with Little Miss?
She's not. No.
Okay, I was wondering.
Well, Racheline always helps us.
Oh, I'm
Lovely
missing
lady.
one here. This is Colt Sampson State Farm. So, Colt Sampson and the Good Neighbor. Oh, that's a neighbor with a bear.
There you
That's
go.
fun. Ride again in their classic 1971 MGB. Colt and his team run the State Farm office and are always on the lookout for best discounts. Give them a call and they will take care of you and take you to a better state. State Farm.
American Beauty Academy presents that moment when you step out of your hair appointment, you will feel like a queen. If you want to help others feel like a queen, becoming a student at American Beauty Academy in Payson will help you accomplish your dreams. American Beauty Academy celebrated their 10-year birthday party this year and wanted to thank the community for their support.
And then next up, after that American Beauty pause, we have the dance spot. I'll let you take a look at what was handed to us while I continue.
Okay.
The dance spot is located in Salem, Utah, and offers classes for ages 18 months and older. We provide a variety of instruction, including jazz and ballet, technique, point, hip-hop, tap, lyrical, contemporary, improv, tumbling, strength and conditioning, musical theater, and yoga. I think they do it all. They say visit our website at thedancespotutah.com, and you can get more information and register your dancer. Wonder if we can get them. Yeah, they're doing a little bit of a routine for us. Thank you, ladies.
Pete on the Street is back on the street, directing a little bit to help them pause in front of the camera. Way to go, Pete.
I've been out there slowing them all down for you.
Oh, well,
Thank you. The pacing has been pretty good this year. Yep.
And coming into view right now, Hive Cheering and Tumbling. The Hive Cheer and Tumbling is an all-star cheer and tumbling gym located in Spanish Fork and is under the direction of Taylon Richards. After a successful first year, the Hive is the new and upcoming gym in Utah County. They offer classes in all-star cheerleading, recreation cheerleading, and all levels of tumbling. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at the Hive All-Star Cheer or the website, thehiveallstarcheer.com. Please feel free to join us for a free trial class. We would love to have you.
I'm impressed you could read the Hive All-Star Cheer when it's all grouped together with
I had to think
lowercase and
about
no
it.
spaces.
It was like a trick,
Yep.
a trick blurb there.
They've got cute little bows in their hair.
JoJo bows.
Is that what they're called?
Yes. You'll even notice that the big girls, the big cheerleaders that came through earlier with the schools, even had in
Is that
JoJo
the thing,
bows. That's
JoJo bows?
That's the trend.
All right. What if I took my bow tie and just put it up in my hair?
Well, you could.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Might get some attention. That was a pretty impressive little tumbling run. They got what looks like a kiddie ride there. Oh, they're chanting. I didn't notice that. Hope you could hear that. Okay, next up
Looks
is
like you have
Glades
a-
Drive-In, right?
An award winner here, yes.
Oh, the best use of theme. Okay, thank you. So Glades Drive-In has been serving the residents of Spanish Fork for over 40 years. Famous for memorizing your orders and their delicious white sauce.
Yum.
So I remember we interviewed the owner of Glades. I can't remember what his name is. You would think it's Glades, but it's not. Not the current owner. And he talked about the white sauce. And he said they just go through gallons of white sauce a day. Yep.
Yummy, yummy.
Trying to see what they're doing. Are they handing out things? Oh, better move on to the next one, I guess.
Okay, well, not a lot of information here, but another baseball team, the Pinto League, the National Division Reds.
Yeah, I don't see any more information on them. But I'm sure they did a good job during the season.
And also the Baseball Mustang League Valley Division Angels. Angels Mustang League Division champs, coached by Sean Harrison and Adam Buffton.
So your guess is as good as ours, folks. So we got the American Red Cross that just went past, and I was still trying to figure out what's going on with the baseball teams. Let's just go ahead and give a little bit of information on the Red Cross, even though they're passing us pretty quickly. Celebrating their 100th birthday right here in Utah County. So in 1917, 1 month after President Wilson asked for Congress to have a war to end all wars, the United States plunged into World War I. That's when Utah County answered with a different call. They organized the Utah chapter of the American Red Cross.
And that works well with
Yep.
the
next one.
Spanish Fork Community Pharmacy. Spanish Fork
Exactly.
Community Pharmacy is a new business opening soon. Brent Warren is a Spanish Fork graduate and is excited to do business in Spanish Fork.
Oh, that's interesting. Opening soon. I wonder where they're opening. Brent Warren, a Spanish Fork graduate.
We'll know soon enough, I'm sure.
People know them. So next up we have a baseball, and it's back to me for the teams. Baseball Pinto League American Division Mariners. The Spanish Fork Mariners Pinto League champs. I really thought it was another name. So they're the champs and state tournament champions. Congratulations to them. The players are Alex Coyle, Dylan Anderson, Jackson Buck, Tyler Durst, Nathan, I have no idea, Takao, I'm way off, Casey Hemmert, Parker Danzy, Cole Douglas, Drew Fowle, probably, Ben Morris, Justin Jacobson, Connor Rigtrup, Ricky Holloman, Branson Butters, and the coaches are Brad Coyle, Mark Coyle, and Doug Brown.
I'll save you, okay?
Thank you.
The Miss Eagle Mountain Royalty, the queen is Sarah Hafen, first attendant Stacia Whiting, and second attendant Bree Taylor.
That's a pretty long trip to come from Eagle Mountain. Again, we appreciate it. It says, find yourself in Eagle Mountain. Well, I find myself in Spanish Fork today. Do we still use the motto, surround yourself? I'm not sure if I've heard that very much anymore. Surround yourself in Spanish Fork.
This year, it's just, we are Spanish Fork. That's all you need to know
Okay.
today.
So this is the Baseball Pony League Yankees. The Spanish Fork Yankees, the 7th, 8th grade baseball state champions for 2017. Boy, we just keep winning state champions in baseball.
Well, duh. It is Spanish Fork.
Yeah, and their coaches are the LDS missionaries of Spanish Fork, apparently. Well, I don't know.
Or not.
Or not.
They're just out doing some friendly handshaking today.
So apparently we saved the missionaries as best of last, or last the best of all the game, or best for last, because that's come now to the end of the parade. It's been fun working with you, Natasha.
Likewise.
And
been so much fun.
Yeah. We're going to give a few shout-outs to our crew as we're wrapping up here. I wrote their names down so I wouldn't forget, and I probably don't know where they are now. It was, well, I know we have Travis Bourne as our director, the fearless leader, pulling all the switches. And we had Amber Peterson, McKinley Johnson, Spencer McKay, and Benson McKay on cameras. Of course, our ultimate fearless leader is Spanish Fork 17 supervisor Pete Hansen. And I guess I'm just going to wrap us up.
Sounds
on
like
behalf of all this crew, the City of Spanish Fork Fiesta Days, I'm Bryce Walker.
I'm Natasha Lockhart. Happy 24th, everyone.
We thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the parade.